Now in here, I just defined two data sets. X is 0, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. It's not, the differences are not same. And this is the Y values. And you know how to plot this one. You can define this vector X in here. Let me copy. And I'm opening the comment window. Let me do CLC for you. Here you go. And I will paste this one. And this is how I define the X data. And for Y data, let me copy paste this one. Here you go. You can, write those. This is the X data, this is the Y data. By just writing the plot command, I can plot this data, and I'm plotting it without the line between that. I am just putting some X values between that, and let's see. Oh, this is the wrong one. Let me do this one. Here you go. This is the data. You see the crossings on the data points, right? So this is our data, okay? And in this data, as you can see, if we want to find the forward difference for the first point, let's say that we want to find the tangent at that point. And this is the first point. And to find that, if you want to use a forward difference, you are using the next data minus the itself. So firstly, the difference of Y over the difference of X. But if you want to use the backward difference, you cannot start from the first value, right? Because there is no previous value for the first one. That's why we need to start from the second value for the backward difference. So I can find the derivative of this second data by using the difference between that over the difference between x's. And once we come to the last value, we cannot use the forward difference because there is no next value. But we can use the backward difference for the last one. But for the central difference, again, we cannot use the first value because there is no previous one. We can use only the interval values, since we are using the next one minus the first one over the 2h interval, right? So this is how we can apply it. And I showed this one by finding the differences in here. Look at that. Take the derivative. The derivative will be the difference of y over the difference of x. Sorry, I was in here, not in here, I was in here. And here you go, the comment window. I'm copying and pasting it. And before that, let me just show you, maybe it's gonna be better. If I say diff x, let me delete this. If you say diff x, it will give you the differences between the x values. So what does it mean? 2 minus 0, 3 minus 2, 5 minus 3, 6 minus 5, 7 minus 6, 9 minus 7, 10 minus 9. We have how many data values? 3, 6, 8. And since the differences we are taking for each two, we will have 7 values for the differences. As you can see, 2 minus 0 is 2, 3 minus 2, 1, 5 minus 3, 2, 3, 6, 7 values we have. So I hope you understand that. And now let me find the derivative. Diff y over diff x. And for the derivative, of course, also let me open it. We have 7 values, as you can see. What we did, we take the differences of y over the differences of x. And if you go to our slides, this is how we generally define differences of y's over the differences of x. That's why I am finding the differences in that way, or the derivative in that way. Now, how can you differentiate this result in terms of forward and backward difference? It's easy. Again, if you plot these results with respect to x, then you need to take the first 7 x values for forward difference, because these are going to be the results for the derivative of 0, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, and 9 for the forward. But for the backward, you need to take the last 7 values, because this first derivative has to belong to the derivative of 2 for the backward difference. For the forward difference, the first derivative has to belong for 0. Okay? This is the only difference how you can find the forward and backward differences in here. That's why I am putting hold on, because I want to plot everything together. And let me just copy paste that part. There you go. I will be sending those to you. If I plot the first 7 value for the derivative the one that I just find, then I will find the forward difference. But if I plot it for the last 7 values, x2 to 8, then I will find the backward difference. I say enter and let's look at it. As you can see, red one, which was the forward difference, is this one. It's starting from first value until the last minus 1 value until 9, as you can see. And for the backward difference, we are starting from the second data until the last data. Okay, this is the difference.